Your daughter, Alexis, was in a very special program last summer, Power of Music, New Hampshire.
Yes, she had been going through some things herself, as teenagers do, and the Power of Music created a doorway for her to start doing her musical things with other people. I believe it was about 6 weeks. I think there were 2 sets of 3 weeks, actually. She would come home and she had a journal, and she would write her thoughts and her feelings in the journal, and she would take those words back to this class, and the words that they journaled in their time at home, they would bring back together and then share with each other. They would then turn those words into lyrics for songs, and those words and the lyrics to the songs were ways of emotionally dealing with the things that they're trying to process in their worlds, and the things they're going through that we as parents don't always understand. When you bring music into it, all of a sudden it opens up a way for kids to share and get to know each other. And this gives them a safe place where they can express their feelings, where they're not going to be judged. They can put it out there musically, they can put it out there emotionally. And it works for all different kinds of children who have either emotional things they're going through or just, everyday things they're going through. I think my daughter was going through a lot of things that a lot of kids do go through at that time. All of the stuff they're exposed to, and do you say yes or do you say no? And how do you respond to all of that? And they have what we'd like them to do, and then they have their own thoughts. And this was a place where they could put that all into words and process it. Has done a couple of different performances with this group, and they are also working on a recording that will be out there so that other kids can hear it, and maybe it'll help them to process some of their feelings and understand that they're not the only ones who feel it. It's a beautiful thing that they can make this into music because it's an art form. It shows that they have something in common. They have an expressive way that they deal with life together. And so they have that in common, and then they're joined. And I believe my daughter was joined with these other kids through music.
We decided to write a song around the mask. It was a theme. We just came together once a week and we came up with this idea. It's about how people are behind what people see. When you're writing lyrics for a song, especially this one, you really get into it. You feel like you're the person that's in the song, and when you write it down, it's really coming from inside, and it's just really fun to write all this.
Tell us a little bit about your piece, Ignorance? That's the name of the song?
I wrote it in the early 90s, and I was living in Hungary, Budapest, Hungary at the time. It was about the start of the Yugoslav Civil War. There was a civil war, and most of Europe wanted to keep their hands off of the Yugoslav conflict. I saw all this coming, and I was just so angry that they just could have done a few things to help stabilize it, not let it go out of control like it did, and sow the seeds of anger and hatred for another generation.
I found out that she was holding a concert for Music to Heal, and I told her, well, I think I have a song for you may like, because I had just made up a song about a month ago. It just came to me, came to me from somebody else, and then the melody just followed right behind it, and I kept those lyrics very close to my heart, and it helped rebuild my marriage and strengthen my soul, and that life is not so complicated. Just trust yourself, just follow your heart. Now, many people are get to hear it and pass on that message so it could help other people out.
Healing really seems to come with music if you just choose to open your heart in the process of listening. Have you found that?
Yep, and it's great the way the other musicians are working at the song and adding on their little individualness together, and then it all comes to unity. It's group effort, you know, It's not just one person.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. What happens when you're out of your comfort zone?
You learn things about yourself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Want to share? What did you
Just that you can do things that you didn't think that were, you know, your crutches, like music. I'm not reading from sheet music. I'm listening for parts.
Okay.
And so finding those parts and
yeah. So you're relying on your
my ear
now and finding out you can do that, huh?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's nice to see all generations working together and creating something and having other people see everybody working together and what you can accomplish, not just in sports or creative. You come away from the rehearsals like more connected to other people, and hopefully that's what everyone else will feel too.
Have you noticed, being a songwriter, that a lot of inspiration comes from really painful experiences?
Yes, I have. It's where a few of my songs have derived from, actually. I try not to be analytic with emotions, and I try to just more so translate them to paper and music and my songs. But I have found that most of the time, I feel most inspired when something negative has happened in my life that has inflicted those painful emotions.
You go deep inside and you connect with others' souls as well.
Exactly. That's ultimately what I hope to do with my music, is to reach out to other people and really, maybe they've had a similar experience or they can relate to it. But it's not only the words but also the music that really they can really feel it in their soul and inside of them, that they can just really feel the music.
So that they can appreciate all it is that you do. To you, we are the greatest of gifts that you could possibly receive.